Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest updates. We start with Frenkie de Jong, as it has been reported that Manchester United management are currently in Barcelona to negotiate Frenkie de Jong transfer. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Dani Alves, who have recently slammed Barcelona for his poorly handled exit. We are going to be discussing on what Alves had to say. Before we discuss those stories, I want to encourage you guys to please join the very best and most trustworthy betting site on the planet, 1xBet, where you are offered up to 200% bonus when you make your initial deposit. Stand a chance to be one of those lucky winners in an everyday outstanding jackpot that are waiting to be won. All you need to do is just complete a small daily task, for example, a small bet on a specified soccer match, and you will definitely have a chance at winning huge cash prizes. Down below on the description box, you can find the link there, and please register so that you don't miss this opportunity. With each passing day, it appears Frenkie de Jong might just remain at Barcelona despite months and months of speculations over his potential departure from the Camp Nou. Various reports suggest the midfielder has returned from his vacation and will soon resume training with Xavi Hernandez's troops ahead of the new season. However, Manchester United have not given up on the pursuit of the Dutchman just yet and trying everything they can to get the deal over the line, according to Catalonia Radio. The local Catalan news source has cited Gerard Romero's video revealing two Manchester United officials in conversation with Barca representatives reportedly discussing the possibility of the midfielder's potential move to Old Trafford. The Manchester United board has been represented by the club CEO Richard Arnold and footballing director John Murtough. They were pictured leaving a restaurant near Camp Nou alongside a few Barca officials. Sporting director Matteo Alemany, along with Yuri Cruyff and Rafael Yuste, has involved in the meeting. They were there, which suggests the prospects of Frenkie de Jong's move to Man United are still on the table. The player on his part has resisted the attempts to lure him away from the Camp Nou so far this summer. He is holding out of the Champions League football and is quite happy with his life there in Barca. He is even set to inaugurate his new house in the city after being engaged to his girlfriend. But there is tension brewing between the player and the club over the treatment of the midfielder despite his wishes to remain at Barca. And that could potentially play a key role if the Dutchman does finally intend to put an end to his career at the Camp Nou in the coming weeks. These past few days, we have not been getting those reports intensifying a potential move for Frenkie de Jong to Old Trafford. Rather, we have been getting some reports of United might fail in this pursuit, especially when Chelsea came into the picture. It became a huge doubt if actually Manchester United will succeed in this deal. But going by what Gerard Romero have just said, two Manchester United officials are in Barcelona to facilitate the negotiations to ensure that things go on well when it comes to the transfer of Frenkie de Jong. But as we all know, the transfer will not come easy. Despite a deal almost being reached with 85 million euros, that is 65 million euros plus 20 million euros in add-on. But there is a problem when it comes to how the add-ons will be structured, given that the way United have structured the add-ons, Barcelona don't really like it because it favors United, right? Everybody wants something that will favor them somehow. And also given the fact that Frenkie de Jong himself is not keen, up to now, to leave. He's not keen to leave Xavi's project. Frenkie de Jong still believes he has a lot. It is his dream to play for Barcelona, and he has not achieved what he wanted to achieve. Frenkie de Jong have not won any La Liga title. Frenkie de Jong have not won any Champions League. Frenkie de Jong have just won, I think, one Copa del Rey under Ronald Koeman. And of course, we know the kind of player Frenkie de Jong is. He's a very ambitious guy, world-class midfielder, and he deserves better, right? Which will be a blessing if things turn out in Barca's favor and Frenkie de Jong does not leave. But it will be difficult. Erik ten Hag is really pushing hard, given as Erik ten Hag himself wants to build United, and one of his priority signings, which everybody knows, is Frenkie de Jong. So let's see how things go. Of course, they say Matteo Alemany and Vice President Rafa Yuste were present in that meeting. It was in a restaurant. It is always in a restaurant. It was in a restaurant at the Camp Nou where the two United officials and the two Barca representatives held that meeting. But in the coming days, hopefully we will know what was discussed and actually know if United will definitely get their hands on Frenkie de Jong or not. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Speaking in an interview with The Guardian, Dani Alves has hit out at Barcelona for the way the club handled his exit this summer. The 39-year-old defender returned to Barcelona in November 2021, 5 years after leaving the club. Having signed as a free agent, the Brazilian had to wait for his second debut in January. Alves went on to feature 15 times in all competitions in the second half of the 2021-22 campaign, even contributing with a goal and 3 assists. The veteran defender had signed a short-term contract until June 2022, but had made it clear that he intended to continue at the Camp Nou beyond that. Initially, Barca looked like they would extend Dani Alves' contract at least until the end of the year, but in the end, Barcelona decided not to extend the contract, releasing Dani Alves after his contract expired. Opening up on his second stint at Barca, Alves claimed that he was not left sad by his departure, but was not pleased with how his exit was handled by the club. He said, "I didn't leave sad. I left happy to have returned to Barcelona. I dreamed for 5 years wanting to leave this second moment. The only thing I didn't like was how my departure was handled," Alves said. "Since I arrived, I made it very clear that I wasn't anymore a 20-year-old guy and that I wanted things to be done head-on, without hiding things. But this club has seen in recent years." Further hitting out at the way the club had been run in recent years, Alves said, "Barcelona don't care about the people who made history for the club. As a cooler, as a Barca fan, I would like Barcelona to do things differently." However, Alves did clarify that he was not talking about his own situation, adding, "I am not talking about myself because my situation was another scenario. I am eternally grateful to Xavi and the President Laporta for bringing me back." Alves further lavished praise on the crop of players coming through at the La Masia at Barca. However, he expressed his displeasure about the way things are being run off the field and claimed that it needed to change. He said, "I found a club full of young people with incredible ideas on the pitch, but it needs to improve the work outside the field. The mindset is totally opposite to what we built a few years ago. Everything that happens on the field is a reflection of what happens outside. I am supporting for Barcelona to come back to the top, but it's super complicated. Football is more balanced, it's a collective game, and that has been left out at the club," Alves said. Having become a free agent, the Brazilian international opened up on his future prospects, saying, "I like challenges and I adapt to any situation. Today I am unemployed, but interestingly, things have come up. I'm doing my study about places to go which have a good level of competitiveness. That's football. You have to get together with people who want the same goal, who want to compete, to win. I like to win. I want to go somewhere I can win." So going by the words of Dani Alves, you can see that he's not that too happy with the way things have been when it comes to his departure from the Camp Nou. He just made barely 6 months and he really wanted Barca to extend that contract at least to December so that he can even play and be called for the World Cup easily by the Brazilian national team. But it came to my surprise personally as a Barca fan, and I know many of you, that Dani Alves was not extended for whatever reason. I don't know. It was not like it's a long-term contract. Just 6 months could have still do it, could have been okay. But that was not the case. And I think the other things that he have been saying is not too far from the truth. Barcelona right now, there's a lot of things that need to change. A lot of things. Football nowadays is not the football of the days of the great Barcelona, the days of Pep Guardiola, and of course, things have changed somehow. But let's see. Under the tutelage of Xavi, let's see how the team comes back to glory. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.